So basically, I am going to be taking a break for a while. I just need some time. I'll be back around October though, so I'll see y'all then, and thank you all for the support you all give. I'll be back. Alright, now that my break is over, let's start making videos again. My name is Trey Crosby. I make movie reviews for the internet, and for the past 3 years, I've been the one and only Crosby critic. I'm pretty sure you know the rest.
Meet me out on the beach. I love you, son.
I rank the MCU, I'm obsessed with Emma Stone, review films, and I review films again and again and again and again, and I did this.
Uh-oh, we've got a problem. Dodge!
We don't really talk about this. Look, I'm a critic, I'm African American, I did a Christmas special, I have an excellent theme, and wore a Mario costume. I mean, I looked worse. But after everything, I still love doing reviews and making videos. I mean, why wouldn't I? So no matter how burnt out I get, I always find a way to come back. Because the only thing standing between this channel and oblivion is me. There's only one Crosby critic, and you're looking at him. Every year, I see around 30 movies in the theater, and every single year there's one movie that I'll watch and I'll think about it for the entire rest of the year, every single day. Last year it was Everything Everywhere All at Once, this year it's Across the Spider-Verse. Basically, if you got a bagel in your multiverse movie, it's an automatic masterpiece.
What is that? I got bored one day, and I put everything on a bagel.
Alright, time to swing, just like...
Across the Spider-Verse is the 10th Spider-Man movie, if we're not counting spin-offs or this.
Spider Spring!
And 10 movies later, they find a way to show that there's still some gas in the tank. Across the Spider-Verse is a masterpiece of cinema, and a landmark in the animation world. I think that's where I'll start, is the animation. Back in the times when the world was black and white, we had these hand-drawn animations. Then Pixar came in and said, okay, but what if we did 3D instead? Then everyone started doing CGI. Sony, Illumination, Pixar, Disney, Nickelodeon. The only one that didn't jump on the bandwagon was Studio Ghibli until they did, and immediately regretted it. CGI animation is breathtaking because of how realistic it can look. This short from Pixar is still jaw-dropping on a technical level, and that came out in 2016. Then BAM! Into the Spider-Verse drops and changes everything, and now it's the animation style that has now introduced a new era where studios are trying to be more creative. Basically, studios are now realizing, wait, animation can be a limitless possibility. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, TMNT, I mean, look at the animation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right here. Across the Spider-Verse takes the redefining animation of the first movie and expands it and makes it seem like it hasn't been done before again. Gwen's universe uses watercolor to showcase its emotion, making it feel like Leonardo da Vinci is painting the scenes one by one right in front of you. Pob's world was actually mostly animated by American Indians, and the vibrant use of green and red really make the screen pop out at you. A kid who makes a lot of Lego recreations of movies and shows on YouTube was recruited for the movie to make a stop motion segment. Miles' world still has that comic book film grain, Spider-Punk is animated like rough construction paper, and that took them 4 years to animate. And that chase scene also took them 4 years to animate, and it's a clash of all these animation styles on the different Spideys. Across the Spider-Verse takes the flawless animation of the first movie and adds more elements to it, and it works every single time. Even the end credits are gorgeous. I mean, like, the movie's over. You didn't have to go that far, but thank you all to the animators who made this gem, who took the time and the effort to perfect this. Miles Morales still has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen still, but here we get more character development over the fact that he misses his multiversal friends. It's kinda sad. In the original movie, he was more into art, but this time he changes his career path to learn more about multiverse travel to visit his friends again. He's constantly feeling sad over the fact that his friends are in a different universe other than him, and it's the right approach to take his character. However, there's still tons of moments that show his chill side as a Spider-Man. Miles Morales is just the definition of a cool guy who's still finding his way. Gwen Stacy definitely gets a bigger focus than the previous movie. She does things that have infuriated audiences, but the thing is, she has a job to do. She may not be the nicest to Miles when she gets frustrated with him, but the film's writing help us understand that she's stuck in a rock and a hard place. Despite her shortcomings, this film truly showcases that these two are amazing together. And anyone who says Gwen is a bad character is just absolutely dumb.
Wait, why is it still in the package?
Okay, I take that back. One of the best moments of the film is a slower paced scene where they are upside down under the city talking about their problems. The dialogue is as delicate as the view is mesmerizing. Rio doesn't really have a lot to do in this movie, but she sparks a moment in the movie that is one of the best scenes in the entire film. What I love about some animated movies is when they take a break from the action and the constant jokes, and they slow it down with meaningful connections and delicate character interaction. There's a 5-minute scene where Rio talks to Miles about how much she cares for him, and it's one of the best scenes simply because the movie takes its time and doesn't rush with these sweet moments. The Mario movie is a good movie, I'll defend it, but there were times where it could have benefited from quieter moments to give the overall film substance. Except they probably didn't want to do that because kids will be squirming in their seats. Well, screw the kids, y'all need to shut up and learn about life, man, it ain't gonna hurt you. Jeff Davis isn't in the movie a lot, but his fate is brought up a bunch of times because it's deemed a canon event. Basically, the movie's plot really kicks off when we learn about canon events. Every Spider-Man goes through a death, where it might be Uncle Ben or a captain. Jeff dying is Miles' canon event, and if it's disrupted, the universe will go crumbling on its knees. If Jeff dies, it'll be my canon event because Brian Tyree's delivery of this character is top tier. Jeff is the funniest dad alive, man.
I created you.
You created me.
Wait a minute, why did you create that guy?
I didn't. He's talking crazy.
Some of my favorite characters in movies are villains that are understandable and you can clearly see where they are coming from. Miguel O'Hara is not truly a villain, but he is a jerk. This man is a badass though, despite being the only Spider-Man with no Spidey sense.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, knock yourself out.
Why are you saying it like that?
This man is the only one I know who can make up music with a spring sound and the sounds of a demonic elephant menacing. His introductory is stellar. Oscar Isaac's vocal performance for this troubled Spider-Man is top-notch. He's the one who tells Miles about canon events, and it brings along an interesting topic that has yet to be discussed this deeply by other Spider-Man movies. Every Spider-Man origin story has talked about Uncle Ben's death, but this one brings new life to this plot element because it shows how effective it is for every Spider-Man in every story and how it has to happen to continue the natural life of their world. Whether Miguel is wrong about this, we will never know until the year 2099. Pay the damn writers already. Hey, so this is editing tray. I made that joke before the writer's strike ended, so just totally ignore that. Now, I will give Into the Spider-Verse this. That soundtrack has a lot more better songs than Across the Spider-Verse's soundtrack. What's Up Danger and Sunflower are just too iconic. That's not to say the songs in this movie aren't bad. They're great, but Into the Spider-Verse's movie soundtrack just hits harder. Now, the OST in Across goes wild. Daniel Pemberton goes crazier on the original soundtrack in the instrumental department. When Miles enters Mumbattan, the tongue click sounds so satisfying. And the opening song for Miles' introduction, it gets insane. It starts off with these light bongo taps. Then you get some snaps. Okay, that sounds good. And then you add some record scratching. Okay, now it's really good. Throw in another instrument, like the cowbell. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this. It looks like we got a song. Then Daniel goes, I bet I can make a chicken being scratched on a record sound good. and holy shit, this sounds amazing. The man is a genius. I want you to sit back and think of the highest number you can think of. If you thought of gazillion, then congratulations, you have now just guessed the number of how many times I have watched the Spider Society chase scene. No joke, since the movie was released, I have watched the scene at least twice a day. I don't have a problem, I just need to watch it a lot to stop the shaking. The scene plays out after Miles finds out his dad is gonna die. His mission now is to find a way home, but Miguel says that stopping the death of his father means the universe will end. So during the whole chase scene, you're on this teeter-totter, trying to decide if Miles should truly find his way home, or if Miguel is right. While you're trying to decipher where you stand on this ordeal, you have this beautiful animated chase scene where all Spider-Man of every animation style is after him. It's electrifying and so intense. So intense that there's a part where the chase scene just stops because Peter B is giving Miles a pep talk. And while this well-written scene is happening, the blood is still pumping, like damn, how will Miles escape? The moment he's on the train as Miguel adds insult to injury is so gripping. Every time he does this, I go, Spider-Man, you're a mistake! Damn! And when Miles does make it back to the go home machine and Miguel crashes through the window like a sadistic animal as he runs on all fours, you know Miguel is not playing. No doubt in terms of action scenes in Spider-Man movies, this is the best. It's constantly gripping, intense, hilarious, and gorgeously animated. No joke, me and my co-worker actually quote this scene to each other when we work. We'll recite it just randomly, and it's a beautiful thing we have going on where I can say you're a mistake and I just body slam them. Truly a perfect work environment. Across the Spider-Verse truly shows why animation can be so grand and how it's one of the best art forms of all time. It combines gorgeous scenery and animation with a tightly written story that expands on the characters of the previous, and is truly alongside The Empire Strikes Back as one of the best sequels of all time. Well, another video done. It's been a while, but this break has been so healthy for me. It helped me get my rhythm back and my creative motivation restored so I can keep giving you guys quality content. Sure, every now and then I might take a break to get my mojo back, but for right now, there's a lot more videos to come. You in?